I think it's better to see what's there. This is part of the reason that these long-form discussions on YouTube have become so popular, is because they're not edited and they're not spin, right? So Rogan sat down and had a conversation with Musk, and they actually just talked. They weren't calculating the outcome, except insofar as they believed that the proper outcome would be whatever emerged as a consequence of a real conversation. And so, if Musk had been handled by his advisors, that isn't something that he would have done. But I'm not so sure that it was a mistake. I mean, first of all, he's an insane genius. It's like, what the hell do you expect? Exactly. I don't know what to make of him, because he keeps doing things that are impossible, like a bunch of them, right? I mean, he made an electric car that works. That's real hard. But that wasn't good enough. He wanted to, then he built a rocket and launched it into outer space. So both of those things are impossible, and the product of them is like hyper impossible. And so, those rockets that he wants now, so he wants to go colonize Mars, which is of course completely insane. And so, but he wants to do it. And so, those rockets, the rocket that he used to launch that car into outer space, that's bigger than the Saturn V that went to the moon, right, by quite a large margin, and it's reusable. So he built a reusable rocket that's like 1/10 as expensive. That's also impossible, and it worked too. And now he wants to launch 5 of those every week, which is also impossible. And then he doesn't like the traffic in LA. So he decided he's going to dig a bunch of holes under LA and put like hyper-fast transportation systems down there. And the first one he's building is near his house because he's annoyed by all the traffic. So that's also impossible. But he's doing it, and he called it the Boring Company. So it's not that shocking that he smoked a little bit of pot on Joe Rogan's show. And the price of the stock fell the next day because everybody decided, well, we like our insane geniuses predictable and normal. Okay. What did Nietzsche say? Great men are seldom credited with their stupidity. So, and what he meant was, well, don't be thinking that strengths come without peculiarities, and that don't be thinking that you can get rid of the peculiarities and keep the strengths, because that isn't how things work. And so, you might want Elon to be, like I said, conservative and predictable, but there's nothing about him that's the least bit predictable, as far as I can tell, except that he keeps doing impossible things. And so, more power to him as far as I'm concerned. So, even though I still think it's crazy to go, colonize Mars. Maybe, look, what did Dostoevsky say? I like this. When he wrote the Notes from Underground, which I would really recommend, it's such a great book. And he criticized utopian theory back in the late 1800s perfectly. He said, look, here's what you got to understand about people. Imagine you gave them their little material utopia. So all they ever had to do was eat cakes and busy themselves with the continuation of the species, which I believe was his terminology. He said, this is what they would do. The first thing they would do, he said, the one thing that really characterizes human beings about makes us different from all other animals is our ability to curse and destroy things. He said, if you gave human beings everything they wanted in a predictable manner, the first thing they would do is smash it all to bits just so something crazy and interesting could happen. It's like, I thought that's so damn brilliant because, the whole notion of a materialist utopia is predicated on the idea that what we really are aiming for is some sort of permanent state of satiety and contentment, like a neutered tomcat sleeping on top of a television set. They're always fat too, which is additional. And so, but that isn't what human beings are designed for in some sense, is that we're designed for insane adventure. That's what it looks like to me. And that's what your life could be like if you took on the responsibility of your life. It could be insane adventure, and you'd be the insane pirate adventurer on the high seas instead of the neutered tomcat sleeping on top of the television set. And I think that's a much better vision. And so, even though what Musk is doing is crazy, it's exactly the sort of crazy that keeps everybody sane. So that's what I think about it.